Hi guys! Hi. It's Nija Sim. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be live with you guys today. I will wait for a few of you guys to hang out with me and come in the room. I didn't let you guys know I was going live. I still have to figure out how to announce that I'm going live before I'm going live, but I had this really big aha moment. Hi guys, welcome in. Hello, say hello. So I'm going to give you guys this juicy secret, and it's really not even a secret, but it literally just fell in my lap today when I was in meditation. I am Amara says, hi, beautiful, how are you? So guys, I'm going to tell you the reason why you're not where you want to be right now, okay? Hi, Inner Light RX. Hello. Hi, beautifuls. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So I received this message. I'm going to go ahead and start. So for those of you guys who are not catching me live, you can just say hello in the replay. Totally fine. But I got this download today, and it was triggered because last night I had a series of really interesting, thought-provoking dreams. And for those of you guys who are not already into analyzing your dreams, get into analyzing your dreams, because this is how your angels, guides, and helper drop the knowledge onto you, right? So here's the message that I got today in my meditation. Embodiment is the reason you're not where you want to be. Embodiment. Okay, I don't know if anybody who's ever heard of this word, embodiment. Okay, what does the word embodiment mean? This is literally the act of stepping into, jumping into the version of yourself that you want to be. Okay, so the reason why you currently may not be where you want to be is because you're not embodying the version of yourself that you want to be. Okay, this can be applied to all aspects of your life. Maybe there's a manifestation that you're trying to call into your reality, and for whatever reason, it feels like it's stuck because you're not embodying. In order to attract what we want to attract, we must become it. We must embody it. Inner Light says, so true. Gotta feel and be the energy. Absolutely. Okay. So for those of you guys who are hopping in the video, please thumbs up the video so that more people can hear about this message. And so I took some notes as always. So I'm going to just spill out what flew into me. Okay. What is embodiment? You are literally stepping into the role you are becoming, that desired version of yourself through embodiment. So everybody has a desired version of themselves, their highest potential, the version of themselves that they came onto this human experience to be, okay? Everybody has a higher self. Everybody has a higher version. Everybody has a higher timeline, okay? So I want everybody to just think about your highest possible timeline. Like, who do you truly want to be at your core? If there was nothing, absolutely nothing stopping you, what career would you have? What job would you have? Would you even have a job? What relationship would you have? What kind of friendships would you have? What would you do on a daily basis? These are the things that you have to know, because what people don't understand is you are attracting things into your reality because of who you are embodying, not because of who you want to be. Okay, so a lot of times we cannot attract or manifest the things that we are calling in because we are not being the version of ourselves who could potentially have that thing. You can have whatever it is that you want in the world, but in order to get it, you must be in alignment. And how do you get in alignment? You get in alignment through embodiment, okay? Through stepping into that version of yourself that you want to be. But in order to step into that version of yourself you want to be, you have to know, what does that version look like? Who is she? Who is that version of me who's a millionaire? Who is that version of me who is successful? Who is that version of me who is in that long-term relationship that is so in love and just really making love to their life? Who is that version? Once you can see this clear, plain and simple, then you can begin the process of embodiment, okay? It starts with knowing who you want to be. So I have this exercise, and I actually was inspired and called to do this myself, but the exercise is, and I really encourage all of you guys to do this, make a list of who you see yourself being at your fullest potential, okay? At your fullest potential, who do you see yourself being? What do you do? Where do you go? From the moment you open your eyes in the morning to the moment you go to sleep, What do you do? What do you think? What do you say? What do you believe? Where do you go? Or do you wake up and you go straight to the gym? Do you wake up and you go straight into meditation? Do you wake up and you make yourself a healthy breakfast? You have to know these things. You can never become that version of yourself that you want to be without embodying the characteristics and belief patterns of that version of yourself, okay? You cannot get there being who you were. You cannot get there being who you are. And you want to know how you know that who you are isn't going to be attracting what you have? Because if you were in alignment with what you desired, it would be here. It would show up. It would manifest. It would be here. Okay? Think about if somebody was trying to like manifest their dream car. If they were in alignment with what they said they wanted, they would have it. It would manifest. It would be here. Okay? So all you have to do is figure out how to embody the version you want to be, and then it just literally lands in your lap. It's there. You're there. Okay? So I'm going to continue. Try this exercise of making a list of who you seeing yourself being at your fullest potential, okay? You embody that version of you, not just by doing the thing. So even if you say, okay, the version of myself that I want to be is the type of person who goes to the gym every day. You can do that, okay? But you still might not be that higher version of yourself, because it's not just about what you do, but it's also about thinking the way that that version of yourself would think, adopting the belief patterns that that version of yourself would have, okay? Acting in the way that that version of yourself would act, okay? Responding to people in the way that that version of yourself would act. You cannot become who you want to be dragging the old version of yourself who you want to be. I'm sorry, there has to be a death of the old version of yourself, and you have to birth that new version of yourself, okay? Embodiment, okay? And sometimes it doesn't even have to be a complete and total death. Sometimes you just need a few tweaks here and there, right? But things have to change in order for you to fully step into the version of yourself that you want to be. You must embody that version to experience the things that that version of yourself would experience. Okay? So if you want to see your life change, it happens through embodiment. Everything that you're trying to manifest, you become when you embody it, okay? You must become what you're asking for, and then it appears. You must become what you're asking for, and then it appears. So I'll give you guys a really excellent example. How many of you guys are trying to manifest the love of your life into your life, right? Or like just a really great relationship. How many of you guys have gone through like shitty relationships in the past, and you're like, you know what? I know what I want now, and I'm ready to go for it. Well, you cannot have what you are asking for until you embody it. You say you want a provider. You say you want somebody who cherishes you, who, does X, Y, and Z, who spoils you and all these things. You cannot have that until you embody that within yourself, okay? We attract things by becoming it. Okay, so and I even did this today. I made an entire list of what I desire in a partnership, what I desire in my divine masculine. And then I read my list and I said, okay, I have to become everything that I'm asking this person to be in order to attract that into my life. Does that make sense to you guys? You cannot attract what you are not. Because imagine, if you did meet that person that checks all those boxes, that is every single thing that you asked for on that list, but you were not in alignment, they're going to look at you and say, hey, I'm the full package, but you're not bringing everything to, you're not, you know what I mean? You have to be in alignment. You have to be radiating at the same frequency. So if you're calling in all these things into your life, okay, you have to be it as well. Okay, so if you're asking and calling for a provider, you must find a way to provide for yourself so that there is no lack. There's nothing missing. You're already in alignment with what you said you wanted. Okay, I'll give you another example. Let's say you want your dream house. Okay, you're manifesting a house. You're manifesting living on your own. You're manifesting, having a beautiful reality, right? And having your own house. You cannot manifest that which you ask for until you embody the characteristics of the person who owns that house, okay? So think about the house that you want or the apartment that you want. You cannot embody, like, and it's so clear because don't they make you fill out your income, right? So if you're saying you want something and you can't even afford to have it, you are not embodying what you say you want. And not even just like with the income. If you say you want a beautiful home, but the home that you currently live in, you trash it and you don't take care of it, you are not embodying what you say you want. Therefore, it cannot come into your reality. We only attract what we have. So open your eyes, look around your reality. If you are not happy with what you see, you are not embodying what you say you want. It's all about embodiment. It's about doing the things. It's about thinking the way that that version of yourself would think. It's about responding and acting in the way that that version of yourself would think. And this was like a huge aha moment for me. I don't know how many of you guys like still get in arguments with people in your environment. Like maybe you get in arguments with people at your job, or maybe you get in arguments with your significant other, or maybe, you know what I mean? Like you just get in arguments. Once you learn to embody the version of yourself that you want to be, you will never get in an argument again because you realize you already know your worth. You already know your standards. There's no need for you to argue what you want. There's no need for it. You embody it. You are it. You hold the resonance and frequency of what you want. So if you're in a relationship and you know for certain that this person is not who you really want, you don't have to argue with them about it. You don't have to say, you need to be this, you need to be that, you need to change in these ways. No, you embody the version of yourself who already is in alignment and has already attracted that partner that you want. Okay, that is how you attract it into your life. You no longer have to argue. You don't love me enough. You don't spend enough time with me. You don't do this. You don't do that. You don't have to do it anymore. You just embody the version of yourself who already has that successful relationship, who already has exactly what she wants. You embody it. And then everything in your reality that is not in alignment with that has to go, has to disappear because you're no longer in alignment with it. You're no longer vibrating at that frequency. It's not yours anymore. So you never have to argue with people. You never have to fight with people, because when we fight with people, we're saying to the universe that I'm not sure of what I want. So I have to convince you that you need to be who I need you to be so that I can feel secure. But when you're in full embodiment, you hold the resonance. You're like, you know what? I'm in my divine sovereignty. If you're not who I need to be with, if you're not, checking the boxes, me being my full potential self is going to make you disappear because you're not in alignment with me. You do not vibrate as high as I'm vibrating. Therefore, you cannot stay in my presence. Ulysses Castro says, hello, sexy girl. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the live. I really hope this makes sense for you guys. Plug it into any situation in your life. You say you want to be a high quality, high value woman. You say you want to be taken care of and do all these things. You say you want to be a world traveler. You say you want to, be a content creator. You say you want to work from home. You must embody it. The things that you say that you want, you must become. Okay, you step into the shoes, you step into the role. That is how you get what you want. You never have to fight or argue with the universe again. You never have to say, God, why isn't it showing up for me? Angels, guides, ancestors, help me. I'm struggling. Once you have a clear picture of who you want to be, who you're meant to be. Gia Gibbons says, hello, queen. Hi, beautiful Gia. Welcome to our live. I really hope this makes sense. Once you guys realize all you have to do is embody. All you have to do is be. Literally be. Okay? Be the version of yourself that you want to be. And then your reality starts to change. Everybody knows that what you see, your reality, the world that you're currently experiencing is a reflection of what you are doing on the inside. So if you're in a toxic relationship, that's a reflection of what you're doing on the inside. If you can't get along with your family, that's a reflection of what you're doing on the inside. If you know what I mean? Like if you're driving a broke down car and you know you deserve better, that's a reflection of what you've got going on inside. So this is the really brilliant thing about life is now that you see your reality and you see, what has transpired as a result of your belief system, All you must do is change your beliefs. Okay. So again, like if you're driving a car and you don't love that car, and maybe you are, you feel like you want a luxury car, embody, be the version of yourself that owns the luxury car. How do you do that? By taking care of the car that you have, because eventually you're going to graduate out of your situation. It literally is about graduation after graduation after graduation after graduation. As your soul evolves, as your beliefs expand, as you become more aware of who you meant to be, okay, as you expand, you graduate. So once you realize that, again, there's no need to argue with people in your reality. There's no need to feel down or sad about your reality, because all you have to do is embody. Okay, embody. That's the secret sauce. Embody. Okay, I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. So let's continue. So I already gave you guys the example of, like, if you're trying to manifest the perfect partner for you. Hey guys, I see we have a few of you guys in the building. Please like up the video so that more people can get this message. Yes, so again, like if you're trying to attract that dream relationship, you will never have it until you embody it. If you're trying to, whatever it is you're trying to attract, you will never have it until you embody it. You must become what you're trying to attract, and then it manifests. Okay, this is the law of attraction. It's not about thinking positive thoughts and then you get it. No, it's about becoming in alignment with what you say you want. Anybody can do it. Everybody can do it. Okay. Think about, like, if there was a homeless person, right? Again, their circumstances could have brought them to that point that they're at. But again, also, it is a belief pattern. They bought into the belief that it is okay for me to be homeless. It is okay for me to be here. It is okay for me to sit on the side of the road and, hold a sign, or whatever the case may be. They have embodied that version. Therefore, that is the experience that they're living. Same goes for millionaires. You say you want to be a millionaire, right? We all want to be a millionaire. Well, millionaires are millionaires because they embodied what it means to be a millionaire. They literally saw themselves in their $1 million full potential self, and they embodied it. They said, you know what? If I'm going to be a millionaire, I have to eat a certain way. I have to exercise a certain way. I have to meditate a certain way. I have to keep a certain amount of people in my environment, right? When they did that, they embodied that version of themselves they wanted to be. Therefore, it manifested. If you embody, there is no way that what you're asking for cannot manifest. When you become what you're asking for, there is no way what you're asking for cannot manifest. Okay, that defies law. Okay, so there is a natural order to life. There is a natural way that things are meant to be. Everybody who has the things that they said that they wanted in life, they have it because they've embodied that version of themselves who has it. So really, the magic, all you have to know is what you want. What does it look like? How does it feel? What belief patterns do you have when you're that version? Who are the kind of people that you keep in your circle as a result of being that version? You have to collect all this data. Okay, it really is just collecting data. Even when you're experiencing something in your life that you are not happy with or you're not proud of, it is just your higher self collecting data. You're collecting data. Oh, this is a shitty relationship. Let me collect this data. Oh, I'm getting overweight. I don't like this. Let me collect this data. And you're shooting all this information up to your higher self, right? And your higher self knows the version of you're supposed to be. They know your fullest potential. It knows basically everything. It knows how you're meant to live in bliss. So as you're going through your life, these situations, collecting data, sending it up to your higher self says, ooh, that feels good. That feels expansive. Let's do more of that. Or, ooh, that doesn't feel good. This doesn't make me feel right. Let's not do that again. Okay. So you're literally just constantly shooting up information to your higher self, and then that is helping you to navigate down on the 3D plane, if that makes sense. So again, you cannot attract what you are not, therefore you must embody. The next thing I said is that any and everything you want in life, you receive through embodiment. You become the person who has or does that. To embody, you must get into alignment, okay? So I guess this is the big question now. Now that you know that the secret to having everything that you ever could want and dream is through embodiment, now the question is, how do I embody? How do I embody that version of myself I'm meant to be? How do I embody that version of myself that I see myself being? How do I embody it? How? You have to see it. How do you see it? Meditation is key. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but they say so they say that meditation is getting word or getting insight from higher self, from source, from God, from angels, guides, and ancestors. That's what you get through meditation, right? If you are not meditating, you are only recycling regurgitated information from people on the 3D plane. Okay? So think about this. Do you want the higher perspective, the highest insight, the highest knowledge? Or do you want recycled information, recycled instruction from your peers, right? When you go and ask other people, how do I do this? How should I do this? How, asking people from the 3D plane, from the 3D perspective, you are only going to get so far. If you want to catapult yourself into the reality that you truly, truly, truly desire and dream to be in, you must meditate to get that clear, crisp, crystalline alignment, okay? To see the version of yourself that you want to be, you have to meditate. You have to see it in your mind's eye, because again, if you're doing it in that way, you're not regurgitating, copy and pasting information from other people. You are getting insight straight from the source, straight from higher self, straight from the version of yourself that knows your fullest potential. If you try to, reach that state, again, through asking other people what to do, or even by trying to last on your own understanding, you're not going to get as far as if you meditated, as if you really sought out the answers, okay? So how do you embody? Meditation is key. Meditating every single day is going to put you into alignment with that higher version of yourself. So you're not just copy and pasting the same thing you've done again and again and again and again and again before. You're not going to get new results doing the things you've already done. So doesn't it make sense to meditate and figure out a new way of being? Doesn't it? Okay, so how do you embody? 1, through meditation. 2, through journaling. Once you get that divine insight, write it down, write it out. Take note of what you say you want, okay? Too many people are trying to, they're only in their masculine, and their masculine's like, make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. But it's like, you don't even know what you're trying to make happen because you have no clear vision or no clear insight of what you said you wanted. How are you going to make it happen when you don't even know what it's supposed to look like? Okay. So again, journaling is so important because journaling is a way for you to organize, put pen to paper. This is the first form of manifestation besides speaking into existence what you want. When you write down what you say you want, you are materializing what you say you want. This is bringing you one step closer to putting it in alignment for you. Okay, so that is why journaling is so important. That is why meditation is so important. Meditation, again, because you're getting clear divine insight from your angels, guides, helpers, from God, from source. So it's going to be the clearest, purest, most form of information. And then through journaling, you are literally taking that insight you're getting and writing it down. Now you're one step closer to bringing it into your reality. Okay. Ciao, Bella. What's up? Hi, Luca. How are you? Beautiful. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. This is the first step to embodying. So that after you meditate and you know how it's supposed to look, and then you journal, you write down what it's supposed to look like. Now it is your job to do it every single day. Embody every single day. Embody every day until it becomes who you are. That is what we're aiming for. We are embodying every single day until we literally see ourselves become who we're trying to be. You must embody every day. There are no days off, okay? Because if you say you want to live in that dream house, right? There are no days off. Once you get that dream house, you're there. You're in it. You must embody to stay in alignment with what you say you want. Here's an excellent example. People that say they want to become a millionaire and then somehow they win the lottery and then they do become a millionaire and then they absolutely lose everything and they end up in a worse position than they were before they become a millionaire. Why? Because they didn't embody. All they did was win the funds, but they didn't teach themselves how to maintain it, how to invest it, how to make it grow, how to make it last. Therefore, they were not in alignment. They were not embodying it, so they couldn't keep it. Same goes for your manifestations. When you're not embodying every single day what you say you want, you fall out of alignment. You can't keep it. You can't sustain it. Okay. So embodiment is all about sustainability. You are literally creating a habitat in which your manifestation can exist in and can thrive in. Again, remember that example I say about you want the dream car, you want the new car, right? You might one day have the money to take that car off the lot. But if you are not embodying the version of yourself who knows how to keep and maintain that car, your car could get repossessed because you were not embodying that version of yourself who knows how to keep and maintain the things that you're trying to manifest. Embodiment is everything. It's key, okay? So again, and it's not just about knowing what it looks like. It's about aligning your belief patterns with the version of yourself that you want to be. So if the version of yourself that you want to be at your fullest potential is somebody who works from home, you have to believe that it's possible. You have to believe that you can do it, because without belief, it's nothing. It's fabrication. There's nothing, okay? It's not sustainable. If you don't have the belief that what you're asking for is meant for you, you deserve it, you can sustain it, it's not going to stay. It's not going to last. Do you guys understand? So that is why embodiment is key. You must step into the version that you want to be and stay in it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it, okay? Even if you have to, and that's why making the list and journaling is so important. Once you make the list, live by that list every single day. If you say the version of myself at my fullest potential goes to the gym every single morning, to embody, you do it. Okay. And of course, it might feel like hell in the beginning, like, oh my God, this is so hard, because you're not used to being that version of yourself who has these things. You're not used to it. If you were used to it, you would have already known how to embody it and you would already have it. You're not used to it. Okay. You're not used to it. So it does feel a little bit weird getting into that version of yourself and staying there every single day, doing the things, copy, paste, the things that would get you into alignment with what you say you want. Okay. But that is how you sustain it. You become what you want. And then you can never lose it, because it's just who you are. Okay. There are so many people who get their manifestation and they lose it. Hey, Jazz, how are you, beautiful? Yeah, we're talking about embodiment today. You must embody. Jasmine is a perfect example. Jasmine, can I pick on you for a second? So Jasmine, she is like one of my most ambitious friends that I know, right? She had the desire first I think she's always wanted to be an entrepreneur. You can let us know, Jazz, if you've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but this girl's an entrepreneur. And so she had to embody that version of herself that she wants to be. Jasmine, I'm so sorry. I'm about to put your business out there. She was working a job that she was not in love with, right? And she had to let go of that job so that she could reposition and be in alignment with who she wanted to be. And now she's opening up businesses. She has a tiny home. She's selling planners, journals. She's a signing agent. She does all these amazing, incredible things. But she could not become that version of herself being who she was, working at that store. She was not embodying the entrepreneurial $1 million boss babe version of herself in that. So sometimes life literally has to smack you around and take things from you and take people out of your lives and really F some ish up in your life so that you can break everything down, have a tower moment, break everything down, and then rebuild yourself back up in perfect alignment. You have to do that. You have to, okay? The version of yourself that you used to be is not the version of yourself who can sustain the life that you want. Therefore, you must embody the version of yourself that you want to be to sustain the life that you want. Jazz says she got fired from a job I thought was my future, making $100 a week. See? Do you see? And to some people, they would get laid off and be like, oh my God, this is the worst thing to ever happen to me. This girl bounced back so fast because she knew she had to embody the version of herself that she wanted to be to become the success that she is becoming now. Okay. It's all about embodiment. So don't feel sad when the universe takes people out of your life, takes opportunity out of your life, takes environments, homes, houses, takes friendships, relationships, partnerships, takes cars, repossessions, homes, everything. Don't be upset when the universe takes those things out of your life, because it's making space for you to grow and expand. And maybe the things that you're holding so tight onto is stopping you from being the version of yourself that you're meant to be. I have to take my own advice. How many people have been afraid to leave a relationship because they feel like they will ruin their lives or wreck their lives because they haven't gotten themselves in order, right? Maybe you're stopping your potential Prince Charming from entering your life because you're holding on so tight to what doesn't fit, to what doesn't make sense. You need to be so fierce and so fearless that you say, you know what, universe, I surrender. Take any and everything out of my life that is keeping me out of alignment from this version of myself that I want to be. Do it, and do it now. Can you imagine the fear that would come up out of you? But do you know what lies underneath the fear? The version of yourself that is like, I can do this. I'm so happy those obstacles were removed out of my way so that I can truly be who I'm meant to be. Those were all distractions, and I see that now. They were stopping me from embodying my full potential. Jasmine says, it was the best thing to ever happen. 2 days later, I opened 2 businesses. Can you imagine? Right? So like, imagine if Jasmine was like, no, you guys can't fire me. You have to keep me. I'll do better. I'll be better. You know, like begging to keep her job. God forbid they did keep her. She would not have all these businesses that she has now. She would not, you know what I mean? Like, because the version of herself that she was in that position was so much smaller than who she's meant to be. Okay, Sunflower says, wow, congratulations. That's motivation needed at Let's Jazz It Up. Yes, snaps to her. She's doing her thing, y'all. Hello, host, first time here. Hi, Marinus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are talking about embodiment today. And you guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just super excited about this. Like when I got this insight, when I got this information, I was like, this is it. I never have to be sad about my experience again. I never have to be worried about what I'm experiencing again. I never have to, you know, be in doubt again. Why? Because all I have to do is align with the version of myself that I'm supposed to be, and then everything falls into place. Everything opens up for me. Everything expands. I never have to worry about losing anything, losing anyone. All I have to focus on is embodying being the version of myself that I want to be every single day. Step into it, step into it, step into it, step into it every single day. That is how you become it. That is how you attract it, okay? The version of Jasmine that she is now, she's probably doing things that she was never doing back when she was working at, you know, her old job that she was working in. She's a completely different person now. She had to become a completely different person to embody a new version of herself. So Jasmine, I'm so happy that you hopped in here so that I could use you as an example, because it is the best and most perfect example that I could even ever come up with, okay? And also I really love the example of like being in a relationship that you know is not for you, but you cannot let it go because you're afraid to embody the version of yourself who knows what you're worthy of, okay? When you know that you're worthy of the things that you ask for, you embody it. Oh, thank you, Jazz, for the super chat. You're so sweet. I love it. I love you. I love you. You guys go check out Jasmine's channel. Let's Jazz It Up. Let's Jazz It Up, or Let's Jazz It Up 2. I think it's Let's Jazz It Up. Yes. Go check out her channel because she's incredible. She has a tiny home business, a vending machine business, a signing agent business. Like she does. And now she just started launching her planners. Like she does so much. Why? Because she's embodying that version of herself that she wants to be. Okay. And because of that, everything is opening up. Okay. She says, Let's Jazz It Up 2. Beautiful. So you guys go check her out because she is doing the thing. Okay. If you want to learn how to embody your inner entrepreneurial self. And I just really admire Jasmine because she's just such a go-getter. Like, she's just a go-getter. There's no other word. Like she says, okay, I'm going to make my planner. And then a week later, it's done. They're printed. You can go buy them. Like what? Who moves like this? Like what? You have to embody. You have to embody. You have to embody. Okay? So again, the way to get to what you want Embodiment. That is the secret sauce. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing left to it. So I want to help a few of you guys out. If you have any questions, like I really want to plug this into your personal life. Like, what is going on in your life that is stopping you or hindering you from being in full embodiment for what you say you want in life? What is stopping you? Okay? Who is that version of yourself that you know you're supposed to be? Why are you not embodying that version? And there's no need to be self-deprecating, to be down on yourself, to be mad at yourself. All you have to do now is just get in alignment. It's so simple. Just get in alignment. If you know you want to date somebody who is a provider and professional and successful, become his type, okay? Fit the mold. Okay, if you know you want to be the type of person who owns that big, beautiful house, just get in alignment. Okay, just fit the mold. It's simple. Okay, and you're so positive, free spirited. I love our talks. Get those super chats. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Yes, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Jazz. I love you. Thank you so much. Yeah, everybody needs like a go-getter friend. So especially if that's who you're trying to embody. So think about the version of yourself that you're trying to embody. In order to embody that version of yourself, start surrounding yourself with people who have that, okay? Put yourself in alignment. Go to the places, think the thoughts, do the things, okay? Embody. This is how you merge who you are with who you want to be. It literally is like a merging. You have to merge, okay? You just merge. You just become it. You just merge. Okay? So I really hope this is helpful. Also, guys, I know I mentioned it in a few videos, but I am still offering coaching sessions. So if you're interested in coaching with me, you can go to nijasim.com/coaching. I do one-on-one sessions, and also I'm offering group coaching sessions. So I have both going right now. So if you guys are interested in hanging out with me and talking about how you can embody and begin to embody and bring out, like, literally most people, they just need to know what they want. I feel that's like the biggest problem in life. People just don't know what they want. And because they don't know what they want, they link themselves onto the back of somebody else's caboose. They link themselves onto the back of somebody else's train. And now instead of living your own life, being on your own path, going the way you're supposed to go, you're now linked up to the wrong people, the wrong, wrong situations, wrong relationships, whatever it might be. And now you're going in the wrong direction. Okay? So in order to start going back into the right direction, just know what you want. Just know, like Jazz, if you're still here, like how important is it to know what you want? How important is it to have a clear picture in your head of who you want to be? Like, you can't do anything if you don't know what it looks like. You can't. How are you going to move forward when you don't know what forward looks like? You can't. How are you going to create your dreams and manifestations if you don't even know what they look like? You can't. So embodiment is key. Embodiment is everything. There's nothing else but embodiment. Like, bump the law of attraction. It should be called the law of embodiment, right? Say it, believe it, achieve it. There you go. Okay. And I think that's something that's really big for Jazz too. She's really big about, like, she speaks what she wants into existence. She speaks it. She speaks it. She speaks it. So that's another thing about embodiment. If you're currently living and experiencing a reality that is something that you don't want, stop talking about it. If you're currently in a relationship with somebody and you know you're not supposed to be with them, stop talking about it. Stop complaining about it. Because what you're doing is you're fueling that timeline energetically. Now you're making that timeline bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I love, what's her name? The Universe Guru. I love her so much. She always talks about how people are addicted to their own suffering. That's really what it is. When all you want to do is call up your friend and complain about your situation, or all you want to do, and I'm speaking to myself too, because I used to be the kind of friend that all I wanted to do was complain about my situation. I was addicted to my own suffering. But then I realized, if I just stop, if I just zip it, if I just stop fueling my words with that reality that I don't want, I will stop experiencing that reality. Everything that I'm experiencing is a reflection of what is going on internally with me. Okay? Is it Chiliana. That's so beautiful. I'm so sorry I butchered it if I did. She said, this is kind of scary. This is kind of scary universally. I was just giving somebody advice about this like 15 minutes ago, and I told someone that when you do not know what you want, you can't fully be alive. It's so true. You can't. If you don't know what you want, you're literally going to be swimming in circles. Okay? The purpose of life is to know what you want, to figure out what you want. The reason why we experience paradox and bad things happening in our life is so that we can catapult ourselves in the opposite direction. Like, yeah, you went through that crappy relationship, and do you know why? So that you can catapult yourself in the opposite direction and know what you do want through experiencing what you didn't want. Yeah, you got your car repossessed, and you know what? That was really shitty. But you know what? It will probably never happen to you again because you already experienced that, and you don't need to learn that lesson again. Once you live like you know what you've learned, you graduate. You get to move on. You don't have to do it again, okay? Once you embody what you know that you want, you get to move on. You get to graduate. You don't have to be that version of yourself you used to be anymore. You get to move on. Let's Shaz It Up says, stop saying what you don't want and start saying what you do want. Absolutely. 100%. Anytime you are fueling your reality with what you don't want, that is what you're going to continue to attract, because the universe is going to be like, oh, it's not hard enough for you. It's not hard enough for her yet. She must want this. She must like this. She must be addicted to her suffering. So let me make it tighter, 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 until she finally gets tired of her bullshit and changes her mind and embodies something different. Okay? Stop being addicted to your suffering, like the universe guru says. Just stop. Okay? Embody who you want to be. Be the version of yourself that you want to be. Step into the version of yourself that you want to be. And stop fueling your reality with what you don't want. Same goes for like people that like you want to lose weight, right? Or you want to like be fit. But you constantly are like, I'm fat, or I'm ugly, I'm unattractive. This makes me look bad. You are fueling your reality with what you don't want, and because of it, that is all you will be able to experience. You are not embodying what you truly want, okay? In that case, embodying what you truly want would be like, I love my body. I feel amazing. I feel incredible. I'm full of energy. I look fantastic. I'm living a fantastic world. Now I'm fueling my reality with what I really want to experience, not with what I don't want to experience. So stop saying what you don't want and start saying what you do want. And anytime something happens in your reality that is what you don't want, just view it and just be like, oh, wow, I'm experiencing something that I don't want. So let me change. Let me embody in the other way. Let me change the direction of where I was going. Let me change my beliefs. Let me change my thought patterns. Let me, just change. Just change. Just be different. Just be different. It's not that hard. Just change your beliefs. Just be different. Meg says, yes. It's just so simple. It's so simple. Okay, embody. Know what you want. And when you know what you want, only speak that into your reality. Only fuel your reality with what you want. And again, voice, word, sound, this is one of the first forms of manifestation. So just like when you're writing something down, when you write down what you say you want, that also is one of the first forms of manifestation. Also speaking what you want into existence. That's what my tattoo says, speak life. Speaking things into existence is how you experience the reality that you say you want. Eventually, if all you do is talk about what you want, what you're manifesting, and you're talking about that with other people, now they're helping you manifest what you want, because they're going to be like, oh, by the way, how's your book going? Oh, by the way, how's your business going? Oh, by the way, how is you attracting and manifesting that new apartment that you want? How is that going? Now they have the belief that you're going to do it, and you have the belief that you're going to do it. Do you understand how you're like building up energy, building it up, building it up, building it up, building it up? And once the energy is potent enough, you just experience it. It's just the reality that you're in. You just embody it, okay? There's nothing else but embodiment. There is nothing else, okay? Law of attraction, you attract what you are, right? Embodiment, that is what it is, okay? So I really hope we were able to simplify that. And I really love what Jazz says. Say it, believe it, achieve it. You must say it. You have to believe it. Without your belief, all is dead, okay? Without your belief in what you say you're trying to do, it's dead. It's not living, it's not vibrating, it's stagnant, it's dead. If you don't believe, nobody's belief is going to be strong enough for it to happen for you. You have to believe. Even if you're the only one who believes, that's enough, okay? So like even the people who are like, I want to work from home, but I don't believe that I can. I don't believe that I can figure it out. I don't believe I'll be supported. Well, you know what? Whatever you believe is true. So if you believe that it can't happen, you're right. And if you believe that it can happen, you're right, okay? With whatever it is you're trying to manifest. If you believe that you can't lose the weight, you're right. If you believe you can lose the weight, you're right. If you believe you can be a millionaire, you're right. If you believe you can't be a millionaire, you're right, okay? So like, wouldn't you want to be right about the things that are improving your life? Wouldn't you want to believe the things that are going to put you on your highest potential timeline? Don't you want to believe the things that are going to make you feel the most expansive and big and, you know, like the things that make you feel the best? Why would we ever hold a belief that is going to make us feel constricted and small and tiny? Because we're addicted to suffering. There's no other way to just like, there's just no other way. Loving this. I needed to hear this. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sasha, for hanging out with us today. I'm really happy that the message is resonating because when I got it, I was like, duh, this is a no-brainer. Are you sure people don't know this already? They're like, nope, they don't know. Say it now, put it out, say it now. I'm like, okay, I'll say it now, but I think they get it. I think they already know. They're like, nope, they don't know. Say it now. Ashley said, thank you, big sis. I totally needed that. Yes, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, you guys. Before I came on this live, I set the intention. I said, angels, guides, helpers, whoever needs to hear this message, let them hear it. Even if they're not live with me at the time that I recorded, just let them hear it. Because I'm just tired of creating content that doesn't mean anything, that's not doing anything, that's not helping anyone. You know what I mean? Sunflower says, clap, 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 raise, raise, raise. I love it. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so that really just is all it is. And you literally can plug this into absolutely every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your life. Whatever you say that you want, plug it in. Plug embodiment in. Whatever you say you want, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. Jasmine says, I actually just posted a manifestation guided journal on my website. Awesome. Good job, Jazz. You guys go check out her website. I think it's letsjazzitup2.com, I believe, right? Let us know. But yeah, it really just is about embodiment. Like you just plug it in. You plug it in, you plug it in, you plug it in. Whatever it is that you want to experience in your life, you plug it in. You step into it. Think about like, there's this version of yourself that she's on her A game. She's got it all. She has everything, okay? She's got the money, the friends, the career. She's got it all. She has everything. This is your dream girl. And this is also you. And the way that you can animate that version of yourself is literally by stepping into her. Just step into her. Just be her. Just be her. I just want to shake you and say, like, just be her. And the reason why I want to shake you is because I want to shake myself. I'm like, just be her. Jasmine says, I could listen to you talk all day. Oh, Jasmine, you getting me all like, I love you. It's so true. I like when I just get so passionate and excited about it because I'm like, this is how I feel about myself. Like, I just wish I could just like smack myself and be like, step out of it. Just be her. Just be her. How do you be her? Write down what she does. What does she look like? What does she believe? Who is she trying to be? Who does she surround herself with? What does her partner look like? Like, write it all out and then be it. Anytime you are not being what you listed down, you are not embodying. It's plain, it's simple. And it's fine if you don't want to embody it. Maybe you're not ready to embody it. That's fine. Like, meet yourself where you're at. But don't be addicted to your suffering. Don't be like, it never works over me. Just stop, okay? If you don't want to be it, then don't. But stop complaining that it's not happening because you're not embodying. If you were embodying, it'd be happening. It's like, it literally is like a two-part equation. Be plus do equals have. It's not that's a legit equation. I didn't make that up. That just came out too easily. Be plus do equals have. We can even add in what Jasmine just said too, add a little plus mark and say say, be plus do plus say equals have. It's an equation. Write down the equation. Be plus do plus say equals have. Be plus do plus say equals have. Be plus do plus say equals have. You guys, I'm not playing with y'all. Let me write that down for me in case none of y'all pick that up. I'm not playing with y'all. This word is for me. Don't think I'm trying to lecture y'all. This is all for me. This is how I teach myself, literally. I'm writing this down. Be plus do plus say equals have. That is the embodiment formula. Let's write it in the chat. Be is the plus sign. Plus do plus say equals have. This is the embodiment equation, okay? I pinned it, so you guys will never have to be without it. Be plus do plus say equals have. That sounds like a song. Be plus do plus say equals have. Be plus do plus say equals have. This is the embodiment formula. Meg says, I told myself that I was going to buy a new home and 1 acre of land for a year. Last year, it came true. I was thinking, dang, I should have said 5 acres. See, whatever you ask for is what you will get. Exactly. The power of the tongue. Exactly. So if you're not being extremely specific about what you say you want, you're not going to get exactly what you want. And it's fine. Maybe you'll become like Meg in your case. Like, it's fine because now you have the house and you have your acre of land. But now you're at this point where you're like, you know what? I think I could be a little more expansive. I think I should have 5 acres, like bump 1 acre. Like, I'm bossed up. I need 5, right? Hi, Erica. How are you, beautiful? Oh my gosh, Jasmine, you just coming here to send me all your money. Come here to send me all your money. I love it. Thank you, Jasmine. I love it. I love you. Hi, Erica. How are you? Erica's my Saggy sister. We're both fire signs. Erica, today we're talking about embodiment, and I put the formula on the screen. Be plus do plus say equals have. I'm so grateful to Jasmine because she added in that little part about saying, because it's so, so, so huge. You have to speak life. Erica says, I missed you. Thank you, Erica. I missed you too. I still see you on Instagram, though. I still see you on Instagram. I do. Yeah, and guys, I want to do more lives. I want to do weekly lives, but I don't know how I feel about being on a schedule. Like, me embodying my higher self says I go live when it feels right. I go live when the message is clear. I go live, like when I actually have something legit to say, instead of just saying, I'm going to go live every Sunday. And then Sunday comes and I'm like, I don't have anything to say. You know what I mean? So me embodying is, I don't have a clear schedule. I just kind of show up when I'm told to show up, but it works out. So I'm grateful for that. Gia says, you see, I was scrolling through and I was trying to select your lives for watch later, but instead your video just came on. So I take it that the universe and my spirit guides say I needed to hear this. Hey, you got to listen, okay? When spirit talks, you got to listen. Give those super chats, you guys. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. It's so true. Like, you have to listen. Inspired action is divine action, okay? Like, even when it comes to embodiment, like, my guides have been telling me, get to the gym, get to the gym, get to the gym, get to the gym. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I need to exercise, but it has everything to do with obedience to spirit. Being obedient to spirit is what gets you in alignment with that higher timeline, or is what gets you on, that frequency. Like, even Jasmine had this, I remember she was like, tottering back and forth between getting her tiny home and getting an RV. Like, she was trying to figure out what she wanted to do. And I think she probably got the insight or the download from her higher self. And her higher self was like, we're going to buy a tiny home. We're going to start this business and you're going to do this. And Jasmine could have been like, no, I don't know. I'm scared. I don't think I should. I don't know. What if this goes wrong? No, Jasmine was obedient to spirit. And as a result of it, she has so many businesses that she's starting up. So you can only expand more and more and more and more when you're obedient to spirit. Like, even with me today, I could have been like, no, I don't really want to go live. I don't really want to talk about embodiment. man, I don't really feel like it, right? And as a result, you guys wouldn't have gotten this message. Jasmine wouldn't have blessed me with all these beautiful super chats. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to come up here and talk to you guys again. Like, it is so vital to be obedient to spirit, being obedient to source, being obedient to your higher self. When your higher self says, honey, it's time to go to the gym, you should say, yes, thank you for the divine insight. Here I go. Or when your higher self is like, honey, it's time to let that relationship go, you need to say, yes, thank you for the divine insight. I'm going to do it immediately. You know what I mean? Like, any and everything. And again, how do you know that the message is coming from higher self versus coming from like your ego? When something's coming from higher self, it feels expansive. Okay, it just feels expansive. You're expanding, and it also feels like you are stepping into alignment with the version of yourself that you're meant to be. Okay, when something comes from the ego, meaning lower self, it feels constricting. Okay, it doesn't feel like you're growing. It feels like you're stuck, like you're stagnant. Maybe sometimes you'll feel like you have to make a decision from a place of lack or from a place of scarcity. That means it's coming from the ego. So this is how you discern where the information is coming from, higher self or lower self. And I promise you, if you want to embody that version of yourself at your fullest potential on your highest timeline, I would fully and highly recommend that you listen to your higher self. And when they give you that insight, act. Okay, inspired action. Act. Inspired action is key. You literally, like, if life was like a game, like a board game, which sometimes it kind of feels like it is, if you know, when your guides are like, hey, you should do this, and you listen, it literally is like, you guys remember in Mario when he hits like or like in any game, like when somebody's on the ice and they start going faster, right? They start sliding faster. Listening to the divine insight from your angels, guides, and ancestors, okay, life just accelerates and it expands and it opens up and you can embody the version of you're meant to be. Okay. Let's Jazz It Up says, I listen to my intuition, feels like butterflies in my stomach and someone is grasping my heart physically. Ooh, okay. I like that. So Jasmine says when she feels her intuition talking, it feels like butterflies in her stomach. I love that. What does it feel like for you guys? I know for me, when I listen to my intuition, my intuition to me sounds like me, but I know that it's not me because it just says things that is just like, it just says it in such a loving way. Like it just, I don't know. It's very subtle. It's very gentle. And it just feels expansive. That's the only way I can describe it. It just feels expansive. You know, like when the message is right, it feels expansive. Just like this entire conversation we're having today right now, when the message is right, it feels expansive. Okay. Erica said, take off. Yes. Okay. So that just, it is what it is. That is embodiment. We are almost at 1 hour. So I will shut it down when we get to the hour mark, unless anybody has any questions. But I love being live with you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. I want to, you know, be a little bit more consistent with the lives. I feel like I've been like trying to figure out, you know, what kind of content I want to share. Because sometimes I want to share like lifestyle freedom, work from home content. And sometimes I want to do hair content. And sometimes I want to do like motivational talks. And I'm just like wearing all these hats. And I'm like, how is my channel going to grow if I talk about all these random topics? I don't know. But I'm trusting spirit. And so, right? Yeah, but that is what I had to say about embodiment. I'm so grateful that we got this formula because I'm literally going to use this formula like for real, for real. Be plus do plus say equals have. Erica says, so proud of your growth. I remember when you were in the hundreds, now you're at 12K. Oh, Erica, she was like, I was here from way back then. From way back then, right? And it's so funny because you said you were here when I was in the hundreds and now I'm at 12K. Guess what my goal is this year, you guys? This is my little, what can I call it? This is currently like my little lifestyle binder, right? What's her name? Jasmine and I worked on our vision boards together this year. And I actually have like the video, it's like 2021 goals or whatever. And you will see Jasmine and I working on our vision boards together in there. But it is actually I have a bunch of vision boards, y'all. I love vision boards, and I have to love vision boards because, again, if you can see visually where you're trying to go, that's how you get there, right? So I have on my vision board this year, I would really love to get to 25K. And I know this is really not even ambitious at all. Like it's, like it's not even like the bar is not super high. But to me, it was really important to reach that 25K mark while also maintaining, I just really want a certain closeness with the, like with the community that I'm growing. I want us to be about something. I want us to be about manifesting and lifestyle freedom and living our best life. Gaia says, I love your spirit. I really enjoyed this. It's so inspiring to see Black women, white women, all women standing in their power. The words, I am, is powerful. I embody and I am the best version of myself. Ooh, I love that. I embody and I am the best version of myself. I love that. I embody and I am the best version of myself. I embody and I am the best version of myself. I love that, Gia. Jasmine says, I like your work with me videos. Okay. And I think that's like kind of in alignment with the kind of videos that you do too, Jasmine, because you do kind of like the work from home, creating businesses types of videos. So I definitely can make some more of those. Erica says, I never thought to put in a binder. Love that concept. Oh, girl, do not get me started. This is literally my saving grace. Like my life is out of order, and then my life is out of order, and then I started putting things into this binder, and everything completely changed. She said, I'm writing that down. Absolutely. Vision boards. Okay, it's everything. Like having a vision for your life is everything. Okay, like again, how are you going to embody that version of yourself that you want to be, and you don't even know what it looks like? That's tough. Who says that? Spiritual soul. He's like, that's tough. He's hilarious. But yeah, it's tough. You can't do it. You have to know what you want to get there. You have to know. You have to write it down. Jasmine's always writing down her goals, writing what she says she wants. She's on it, okay? And she gets it because she writes it. She knows it, okay? So you must. And so this one is actually my work binder. So on this one, it says like how much money I want to make per month doing what I love, self-employed, from my YouTube videos, from NijaSim.com. So see, I have a clear vision of what it is I want. The traveling, the money, how I want to make the money, how I want it to feel each month doing what I love. I want to do what I love. So see how having that clear vision is going to put you in alignment so much faster because you see it. You see it. The way to embody is to first know. You cannot embody something you're not aware of, okay? So Gia says vibrating on the hugest. Write the vision. Yes, you must. And so like even like when it comes to, so this one's actually my 2021 vision board. I have like a million vision boards, y'all. I'm that person, okay? I love a good vision board. This one says my 2021 vision boards. The things that were important to me was like self-love, discipline, focus on yourself. I have pictures of the new home that I'm trying to manifest and me working from home and, living my best life, right? And it's really funny because last night, for the first time ever, I dreamed of myself in that luxury penthouse that I'm always talking about. I want. And never before have I seen myself living in it in the dream state. But last night was my first time ever seeing myself in my dream apartment. And it was like everything. I was like, yes, I'm getting closer through embodiment. Okay. I'm getting closer through embodiment because the version of myself that lives in that luxury penthouse, she has a life of her own, okay? She has a workout routine, okay? She has a gym routine. She has an eating schedule. She has she takes care of herself. She gets her nails done. She gets her hair done. She is a polished woman. She is a queen. She is just living her best life. And so if I want to get to that version of myself, I have to embody that now. I have to be that version now. You see these nails? I did these nails because I know when I am embodying that version of myself, her nails are done, her toes are done, her hair is done. She reports live on YouTube. She is maintaining her channel and she just does the things. And so if I want to be her, I have to do the things. And there's no way around it. There's no way to sustain your manifestation if you don't do the things. You embody, okay? Be plus do plus say equals have. Gia says, also vibration is another form of manifestation. Yes, your vibration, aka your resonance. How do you feel? Okay, when your vibration is up and high, things feel expansive. They move faster. You literally open yourself up to higher timelines when your vibration is high. When your vibration is low, you feel constricted. You're opening yourself up to lower timelines when your vibration is low. So that's the significance of being aware of your vibration, of how you feel, of your resonance. Your resonance is so if your vibration could go up and down, your resonance is your overall, what state are you in? Bump the up and down. Overall, what state are you maintaining? Okay. Again, this is embodiment. If there is a version of yourself and you see her and she lives a certain way, she acts a certain way, she believes a certain way, her vibration is a certain way, to dial into that version of yourself, literally it's like switching on a radio station. It's so... I can say it's so simple, and I know it's not always so simple, but when literally the hardest part is just seeing what you want. The hardest part is just knowing what you want. The hardest part is just allowing yourself to believe that you can have whatever you want. That is the hardest part. And then once you do that, all you have to do is believe that you are worthy of what you're asking for. And you are worthy of what you're asking for because you're here. You're here, okay? The fact that you're here means you're worthy. Everybody's worthy, but not everybody is going to accept the fact that they're worthy. Not everybody is going to believe that they're worthy. Why? Because there's a lot of brainwashing going on around here, okay? Through indoctrinations, through living in societies, through, hardships that people go through, they begin to believe that they're not worthy of what they ask for. And you are worthy of what you ask for. You have to believe that's the only way to get on that timeline, to align. You will never get on that timeline if you don't believe you're worthy of it, okay? Think about the people who won the lottery. Again, they won the lottery because they had a belief that they could win, okay? And that's why every week they were buying up those lottery tickets because they had a belief that they are a winner. I am a winner. So can you imagine if somebody didn't believe that they would win the lottery, but they kept playing anyway? Can you imagine how much of a big waste of money that is? I don't believe I'm gonna win, but I'm just gonna pay. What? It's just literally anything in your life. I don't believe I can do it, but I'm just gonna try. Just stop there. If you don't believe you can do it, just stop. Because you're wasting your time and you're going to be banging your head against the wall, wondering why it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. Do you believe? Do you believe? Because if you don't believe, just stop. Just stop. Okay. This live chat just popped into my notifications. I think the biggest issue is that most of us are programmed negatively because we live in a culture that kind of promotes negativity. Absolutely. 100%. That's why people don't believe. And I'm so happy that this notification popped up for you. Because you guys know I do not report when I'm going live. So everybody who has made it here, shout out to you guys, because I set the intention. I was like, angels, guides, ancestors, let them know I'm coming. And they're like, okay, we got this. We got this. Notification gang. But yes, it's so true. We're programmed to be negative. And do you know why? Because if people really were aware of their ability to have whatever they want, this world would be so different. The elites, the people who are, trying to run the show and make people do things that they wouldn't normally do, everything that we're experiencing is as a result of the outside world that they're trying to shape. But that's why I say the significance of meditation, you shut off all voices from the world around you and you connect straight to source. straight to the divine, straight to your higher self, okay? So then you don't get the interruption or the static from the outside world that does promote you to be negative or to think negative or to doubt yourself. You have to shut it off, shut it down, okay? Even like with people who like just watch Netflix all day, like I can't even talk because this weekend I was on a little Netflix binge, but I'm productive with it, so I'm not too mad at myself about it. There's a time and a place, but yeah, if all you're doing is consuming content, and you're not consuming anything positive, you're consuming like crime investigation, you're consuming people getting hurt, people getting bullied, people getting, bad things happen to them. Literally, this is what I said to my girlfriend the other day. I said, the TV is like a manifestation box, okay? You would never know. So, and I gave this example. She said she was watching the movie Baby Boy or something like that. And in the movie, was it Baby Boy? I can't remember. It was some movie with Tyrese and I can't remember the movie. But she said in the movie, somebody kidnapped the man's son, right? And she said she would never be aware of that timeline, or she would never have placed herself on that timeline on what would I do if that happened to me if she had not watched that movie. I'll give you guys another example. See, like you're watching a movie and somebody gets mugged in the movie, right? You would never be fearful of walking down the street and somebody mugging you unless you watch that movie that has programmed you to now be cautious and aware when you walk down the street, someone could mug you. It's a manifestation box. They literally put these programs and messages on the TV to make you believe, the way they want you to believe, instead of believing in your full potential, that you are divinely safe and protected and that you can have whatever you want. It's really crazy. So I'm really happy that you said that. It's so true. We are negatively programmed. But the good thing about that is that beliefs can be changed. Beliefs can be rewritten. If you were previously negatively programmed, you can change it. That is the most brilliant thing about being human. We can change. We can change. We can change. That is literally the only thing that is, promised about life, that you can change, that you can be different, that you can expand, that you can be the version of yourself that you want to be. Things can change. Things can be different. You don't have to experience the life that you were experiencing before. Things can change. It can be different. You can be different. Everything can change. Your life can look dramatically different, not even in a matter of days. From the moment that you choose to believe something different, that is when your life should look different, okay? It's all perception. Everything is perception. Let's say you used to have the perception that, oh my God, everything bad happens to me. That can change. And now you can believe everything happens for my highest and greatest good. Nothing bad ever happens to me. The universe is always conspiring in my favor. I'm just completely blessed and protected, and everything that happens is happening for my good. Can you imagine the reality you would be experiencing if you embodied that belief system instead of the belief system that you had before, the negative thoughts, the self-doubt, you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? Things can change so fast. Same goes for like people who struggle with like money issues, like you just don't have money, you never have enough money, whatever. That's a belief. You have a belief that your money is supposed to run out, so it does. What if we had the belief that our money never has to run out? What if you embodied the belief that money is always coming and showing up for you? Can you imagine how drastically your life would change if you believe that money is supposed to show up for me? Money is supposed to appear for me, okay? And then you be, do, say, have. You be the version of yourself who knows that money shows up. You do the things that you do because you're aware that money is supposed to show up. You're constantly saying, oh my God, I'm so grateful that money's showing up. I'm so grateful money's on the way. I'm so grateful that, whatever it is you have to say. And then you have it. That's what you experience. Everything that you're experiencing because of a belief. A previous belief. You don't like what you're experiencing? Change your belief. How do you know what your belief is? What are you experiencing? It's so simple, right? Like, it is what it is, okay? It felt so good to get that out, guys. It just felt so good to get that out. Did you guys feel good getting that out? I really, 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 really hope, like, if you didn't get anything else from this video, take this. Know what you want. Write down what you want. Understand what you want, inside and out. Know what you want. Okay? If you don't know what you want, meditate on what you want. That literally is like the common denominator. Just know what you want. Know what you want. Know what you want. Know what you want. Okay? That's it. There's nothing else. Know what you want and then do it. Have it. Be it. Say it. Everything else erased. Everything else is erased except for what I say I want. And that is how you embody it. That is it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. Everything else that you're doing outside of that list is extra and it's getting you out of alignment. Okay? Everything else, shut it all down. Shut it all down. Okay? Do nothing else but what you say you want, with what you say you're trying to embody. Get into alignment. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. You will have what you say you want. Stay there. If you don't stay there, if you think, oh, I'm just going to do this for a day. Oh, it didn't show up. Well, guess that doesn't work. That's not how you embody. You have to stay there. Embodiment is becoming it. It's becoming it. Jasmine said, feeling inspired all over again. Oh, Jasmine, you inspired me. So you better work, Jasmine. You inspire me, so you better work. But that's all there is. Anything else besides embodying, you are taking an extra step. You are going, like if X marks the spot, if this was who you wanted to be, if you're doing anything outside of that, you're missing the mark. Okay? And sometimes we have to miss the mark. Sometimes we have to experience that crappy relationship, that crappy job, that, like sometimes we just have to experience it so that we can course correct. Anytime you're experiencing something that you don't want, that you don't enjoy, that you don't like, you're experiencing it because your higher self is like, I'm gonna throw some shit your way so you can realize that's not what you want. Okay, how else are you supposed to, and this is why it happens, because if bad things didn't happen to us, how would we know what we want? How would we know, right? Like for those people who have always had a home, always have been taken care of, right? If they didn't experience losing their home or losing their money or something, how would they know that that's truly what they want? How would you know? Okay, if you didn't, and again, oh, it's just so many codes, guys. I have to get off my soapbox because I will just keep on talking about this because I'm just like, now that we know this, there's nothing else but embodiment. There's not even law of attraction. Law of attraction is the law of embodiment. You want to attract it, you embody it, you be it, you do it, you step into that version of you want to be, and then it just is. And then it just manifests, okay? Anything that hasn't manifested for you, you haven't stepped into it. You haven't jumped into it. You haven't embodied it. Embody it so you can have it. It's simple, okay? Thank you guys. Thank you for listening to me today. Please like up the video if you enjoyed this topic. I really want to plug it into you guys. I know sometimes people don't like to be personal on their own. People don't like to share their own situation. Sasha says, wow, thank you. You're so welcome, Sasha. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I know some people don't like to, share what's going on in their personal lives, but it is my intention that one day our lives will be big enough and be interactive enough that we can just really go ham on these old beliefs, right? And by the end of the live, by the end of the transmission, we all just walk away like, what the FERF just happened? I just went through a transformation. I am not the same. What happened? You know what I mean? That is my intention. That's what I want. I want the downloads to be so defined, to be so life-provoking, to be so clear that we just walk away from this and just be like, dang, what just happened? What did we just experience? What? Embodiment, what? Life is just so simple now. Everything is just so simple now. All you have to do is embody. It's just so simple now. And I love how simple life is now, right? This is it's a mindset. It's a belief. You can just say it. I just love how simple life is now. I just love how much clarity I'm receiving now. I just love how easy life gets to be. I love how delicious life gets to be. I love my life. I'm just so excited to embody the version of myself that I want to be. I love embodying the version of myself that I want to be. I love being her. I love experiencing what she gets to experience. I love it. I love it. fall in love with what you're embodying. You can do it. Don't you want to be that version of yourself? How could you not fall in love with that version of yourself? Isn't that what you want? Isn't that version, like for me, I'm just like, how could I not fall in love with the version of myself that goes on vacation and travels the world? Like, I love her so much. Like, she is queen. I love her. How can you not be excited about that? How can, like, the version of myself that I want to be? She gets to work when she wants, how she wants. She's creative. She works online. She gets to inspire and influence others to live their best lives. Like, how can you not be excited about that? How can you not want to embody that? You know what I mean? Like, same goes for whatever it is that you want. You want to be so in love and excited about what you're doing, what you're embodying, that it just like, ooh, you just get so excited. Like, your vibration raises when you think about all the incredible, amazing experiences that are in store for you, because you know how to get there now through embodiment. Be plus do plus say equals have, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I think we're going to shut it down here. But there will be another live soon. And for those of you guys who are catching the replay, or even those of you guys who are still in the chat now, feel free to let me know, what do you think about this message? And also, what do you want to see in the future from me? It really does help me to like kind of gauge where I can be of most value or of most service. So if you let me know like what you're dealing with in your life, or like what you're struggling with, or what you're trying to do, I can kind of structure and cater these messages in that way. Because right now how it's happening is I just get the divine download and I'm like, okay, I guess they might want to hear this. We'll see. You know what I mean? So yeah. That is all. That is all. That is all. I love you guys. Again, if you want to do coaching with me, you can go to my website, nijasim.com/coaching. I do one-on-one Zoom video called coaching sessions. And I am working on a few little projects that I'm excited about. One of them is being the Coach Yourself workbook. So if you are not quite ready to invest in coaching with me, but you kind of want to still do the things that we might be doing together, I'm creating a Coach Yourself workbook, and it is almost done. So whenever it is done, I will share the link with you guys so that you can purchase it. It's just a quick little ebook, but it is a workbook. So you literally are given the exercises to work through. And this is literally how you embody the version of yourself that you want to be. Actually, I have let me see if I can show you guys, because I'm really excited about it. I have like a little copy of it. And it's really cute. It's super stinking cute. I love it so much. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Here it is. See how cute it is? So you'll be able to get the ebook version, or you can actually print it out yourself. But it's Coach Yourself Workbook by Nisha Sim. And then it has a little welcome page and the agenda. And it has like, so these are like forms that you can fill out. Dream life self-alignment. So again, all about that embodiment. Goals brain dump, your goals tracker, literally everything. Okay, it's not done yet, so you can't get it yet, but when it is done, I will be sure to share the link with you guys so that, you know, if you're not ready to coach with me, you can coach yourself and still, you know, figure out how to embody what you're trying to do. Yana says, well, I was wondering if you could do a video on a morning routine. Yes, I actually do have a video on my morning routine already. It is called, what is it called? I'll just leave the link for you. It is called, it's like Morning Magic or something like that. So it's not what I do every morning, but it is what I do to get myself in alignment with the version of myself that I'm trying to be. So let me put it, I'll drop it in the chat for you. I didn't post it too long ago. Let me see, where is it? Boop, boop, boop. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. So I will just share it. Hopefully it doesn't start playing. Okay. Here is my morning manifestation. There it is. So you can check that out and watch that after this. And Jasmine says, you're doing great. I love it. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Look, I'm trying to be like Jasmine, okay? I'm trying to be like my friend, my successful friend, okay? She is just killing the game, and I am obsessed. I love it so much. All right, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope that this video resonated. Do not let what I said and what I shared fall on deaf ears, okay? You can have exactly what you want, and you get there through embodiment. So if there's nothing else that you take from this video, when we get off this video, just go ahead and make that running list of who you want to be. And if you don't know yet, if you're not sure yet, just meditate and ask your higher self to show you yourself at your fullest potential. Like, just say higher self, universe, God, source, whatever you say, show me myself at my highest potential. Show me, so that I can begin to work on it, so that I can begin to embody that version of yourself. That's all it takes. It's so simple, okay? So stop being addicted to your suffering, as the universe guru says, and let's just do it. Like, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'm so excited to just do it. I'm so excited. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you in my next live stream. Bye.